Hello, chat. Since ads are basically now gone, I am here to welcome you into the. Well, hello and goodbye then, Pixel. Anyway, uh, today is gonna be a shorter Roomba 5, considering it has to go in a bit. And I assume Mina as well, considering she said, yo. So, let me say hi to. Oh my god, thank you, Lunar Haven, for the ad, for the sub.
Jimmy.
Let's
Yeah.
go. We can't.
You
Oh,
can't keep getting away with this!
Fucking suffer, bitch.
No! Anyway, enjoy knife. Unless you don't get knife. If you don't get knife, at least enjoy, Eevee loading up. Anyway, hello. Oh, wait, wrong
You don't
screen.
get knife, no.
There we go.
I'm American. I got a gun.
We also have a spray can.
Oh, I got neither.
True.
Alright, there we go.
Oh well, I'll do this then.
Off the heater. Anyway, hello, boys. How are y'all doing today? The pom pom.
I'll let you know in 1 second, because I gotta go wake up.
Ah. You just woke up. Alright, understandable. Have a nice day.
I mean, it's a slow day.
It was a normal day for me. Just been working on something for Kane's birthday, which is coming up tomorrow. And being with Octon Company ever since then.
Gaming.
Indeed.
Anyway.
So, just really quickly, I'm just gonna do this. There we go. Back on topic. So, Meep doesn't have a lot of time with us today. I don't know if Mina has time, and I don't know if Bolt has time. Do you
I
have
have time.
You have time, Mina?
I
Do
do
you
have
have
time.
time?
Give her a bit, she's still waking up.
Alright, we'll wait.
I think Mina does. But we shall see. Either way.
Yeah, we'll see.
Shall we begin?
Yes.
The idea box.
It's a lot of things in the idea box. So, which thing do you want to start today with?
I'm pretty sure the last thing in here that we haven't covered yet. We've come to the conclusion, by the way, chat, that we should start marking the things in the idea box that we've done already, because we haven't been doing that.
Yeah.
We have a very professional production.
Indeed.
Um.
I think the last thing we didn't talk about. I don't think we talked about Minnesota flags.
Oh no, the stuff above that we didn't talk about.
Okay, so I think we can.
The oldest thing in here that we haven't talked about, I think, is I went down a rabbit hole on prosthesis and wanted to talk about it.
All right, then share. What have you learned about
So-
prosthetic legs?
Oh, not just legs, but
Oh, okay.
So, the main thing I found is kind of group them into 3 categories. First, you have the purely cosmetic, which in the modern day basically just means glass eyes.
Ah.
They have no actual function. They are just cosmetic to replace something that is missing.
An eye.
In the modern day, mostly it's been replaced. It's mostly been phased out due to the advent of reconstructive surgery. But glass eyes are really the only thing that sticks around for that. Next category is what I'd consider simple prosthetic, which is what things were for most of us too, where there's no mechanics or anything. It's like the pirate's peg leg.
I was about to say like a peg leg.
Yeah, and technically, even modern prosthetic legs, because they're a bit more advanced, but they're still basically to stick on the end of your leg. got a couple hinges in it and it's friction fit and whatever to have a little bit of movement, but it's a stick on the end of the thing,
Yeah.
whereas it has some ability to function, but nothing close to really what used to be there. Uh, these can be quite advanced. Like one of the most advanced examples I'd group into this category is the prosthetic hand of a Holy Roman Empire era German noble who I don't remember what his actual name was, but he became known as Guts of the Iron Hand.
Makes total sense, yes.
And he had two different prosthetic hands over the more advanced one. First of all, this was a nobleman, so he had money, so he could afford a fancy thing. And it had the individual fingers were articulated, and basically what he'd do is with his good hand, he'd pose them and then basically put pins into the fingers of the prosthetic hand to hold the fingers in place. And he could do quite a lot with that. Like he could wield a sword, he could write with a quill and all that stuff, and fight and all that, which he did for many years, mainly against the people who caused him to lose his hand in an accident due to their incompetence.
Makes sense.
But that's a history for another time. And then the most advanced that we do have are like the advanced kind of prosthetics, where I remember I had a term in my head for it, but I don't remember it now. But they're like the ones that have integrated systems that allow them to move independently. So you don't need to you can manipulate them without having to use another appendage to manipulate them. So the way it's normally thought of is there's advanced prosthetics where it's like it has sensors in it, depending on the muscles higher in your arm you use will manipulate the fingers on the hand. And that's basically how modern prosthetic hands work and stuff. They're fairly advanced. They haven't gotten to the point where it's as good as normal hand. However, they're pretty good. They're generally like the electronics and all that is very advanced. But it's not the only kind.
Oh?
Because I saw randomly in my YouTube recommendations, which prompted me to go down this rabbit hole.
Of course.
A man who had built for himself an entirely mechanical prosthetic hand, no electronics.
God damn.
And this guy. So the thing to note for this guy is, it wasn't a full hand. This man had, on one of his hands, I don't remember which one, had lost the 4 fingers on it. So he still had his thumb and he still had the palm of his hand and all that, but the fingers were gone. Presumably lost them in a saw accident or something.
Yeah.
And he'd built a metal thing that he puts on his hand, and it has a set of fingers, and it's entirely controlled by the movement of his wrist. Controls how the fingers move via just mechanical linkages, basically. And basically, because if he moves it one way, it like pulls on the mechanics, which causes the fingers to move. Stuff like that. Very interesting.
Yes, indeed so.
And one of the things that I found in the rabbit hole is one of the big boons for the prosthesis stuff is the advent of 3D printing for the ability to tailor them better to the person who's getting them. However, something some people have looked at to do is like try and use it to make them super cheaply, so they can be super affordable, blah blah. And for the most part, that's not actually the problem. Like they actually, when talking to people about this who actually live with them, and they're like, yeah, no, the problem isn't that they're too expensive. That's not the problem. Generally, even in America, most medical stuff will cover it. At least mostly. The problem is especially with 3D printing, especially
It's very easy to break.
that shit breaks. Yeah, yeah, and that's the biggest problem they have with them is they break.
Makes total sense.
Yeah,
You don't want your prosthetic arm to break.
yeah. I mean, it'll eventually kind of need to be replaced because unlike an actual arm, it doesn't heal.
Yeah, but
There's a reason Luke Skywalker's hand is constantly wearing that black glove because he never got it repaired after it gets damaged in Episode 6.
Indeed.
Yeah. That kind of level by the Luke Skywalker hand, Cyberdyne hand is kind of like the ultimate kind of goal thing where it is functionally indistinguishable from
A normal hand.
normal hand. Yeah, because even the most advanced prosthetics, while they're pretty good and they're like 90% or 80 to 90% as effective,
It's still not 100%.
it's not quite like what. Yeah, one of the recent additions actually that some have seen is the addition of a haptic feedback system, so you can actually, to an extent, feel with your prosthetic.
Huh? That's
I think I've heard of that one.
Are you familiar with haptic feedback, Jimmy?
Nope. That's why I said home.
Basically, what it is when the hand like touches something, sensors in the hand register that, and it has a little electrical motor higher in it that shakes a little, so you can tell that you're touching something.
Mm-hmm.
It's used in it's like the Wiimote shake kind of thing.
Okay.
The Wiimote shake when you bonk in Mario.
Yeah.
That's kind of what haptic feedback is kind of thing.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Somehow.
It's rules.
It's very kind of interesting. I've explained it poorly, but you know what? It's been a while since I put that in there, so.
Fair.
Yeah, fair.
Something on daylight savings time.
I think. Okay, the Minnesota flags.
Yeah. So Minnesota's redesigning their flag.
They are. And I really like the deep fried meme.
Yeah, so context chat, the US state of Minnesota has decided they should redesign their state flag, probably taking after Utah who did it recently. And they've asked for submissions. Some of them are serious, some of them are not. In case of point, one of them that Mina found it's a silhouette of Minnesota with like a Wojak face on it, and then it's just deep fried
Japanese letters around it.
around the side.
In general, I put a link to the proposed designs for the current new Minnesotan flag.
Oh, that one on the thumbnail's not bad. That's pretty
That
Yeah.
looks really good.
Notable designs. The North Star flag by Reverend William Becker of Winona and Lee Harold of Rochester. The Minnesota North Star flag by Roger Johnson of Eagan. Why are they all listed like knights? Jesus Christ. Although, looking at the list, some of them are very similar. Like the first and second. Oh, it's the same fucking people. And it's revised by somebody. Because okay, it's desaturated, gotcha. Some of them are really good. Somebody made a flag to look like a loon, which was kind of cool. I'll put that in the image box.
I do like the blue, white, green, and yellow combos. Those are good. The very first one's good. The second one I don't like. The compass heading one.
Yeah.
Mainly because that is like the design they've taken that is almost exactly like the NATO one. I don't like that inclusion there.
It does kind of look like that, you know. That's probably why they have
The
that
fourth
little...
one's very good. I really like the fourth one, like the Starburst one.
Yeah. The Minnesota Sky Blue Waters is kind of plain.
Yeah, no.
One
Split
believe
North Star
that.
flag is good. The French whatever thing, that's just a
That's
snowflake
one to note.
over. Eh. The,
I
the
love that you can tell
loon,
most of this was made on clip art, though.
the loon, nah, I don't like that one.
I don't like
Nord
a snow
Star,
covered.
no. I don't like the desaturated look of the Nord Star. Snow
This
covered,
one's cute.
snow
Hold on,
covered
I'll send it
nights,
to you. I'll
meh.
put it on image. I like this one.
Ducks.
I don't know what it is.
What?
It's
The
a
Lone
loon.
Star flag's just blue with a single white star at the top. That's so bad. Minnesota Night flag with a pair of ducks.
They're
The
loons.
Star of the North flag is a very good one.
The winter
got-
compass flag is also pretty cool.
Minnesota flag, which is just
Ah, here we
Minnesota.
go. I found the meme ones. Jimmy, if you'd like to put this
Oh.
up on stream.
All right, hold on.
The loon and the wild rice flag looks like it was made in MS Paint.
It does.
Probably
Most
do.
of them
Probably
do, to be
was.
Is there any flag you would want me to put in particular?
the most recent one.
Star, be a star. The North flag looks really good. I really like that one. Even also unusual one flag design.
It
that
does
has
look
purple
cool.
on it.
Minnesota half Burgee is a little bit too busy.
Yeah, no, that's no. What are the? Oh, I really the Minnesota moving forward flag. I really like how that one's one that's not even made digital. It's just someone like made it with construction paper, then took a picture of it.
Honest, props for effort. That's what we did when I had a build a country event. Or
Oh,
Right.
here's one that someone just made with actual paint on a piece of paper.
here's another MS Paint one.
That was really fake. I'm looking for it as well.
They
One of
really
the flags isn't loading for me.
They really
that is
like
not a
their
good sign.
8-pointed stars and their 4-pointed stars.
There's a lot of stars. I do not see any of the deep fried memes anymore.
Sad. Anyway, yeah. So,
Wait.
yeah, Minnesota is definitely one of those states that should probably get their flag redone. I mean, Oregon's also one. However, they honestly just use the design on the back as like the entire design of the flag, and it'd be fine. Because Oregon, the state of Oregon's flag, the two sides are different, and the back side is just better. Because it doesn't say state of Oregon on it. So many U.S. flags need to put like their state name on. Like the joke is if the people design the state flag designed the U.S. flag, it would be like the Great Seal of the United States on a blue banner, United States 1776 forever. Written on it. Anyway.
Like, I don't know. The entire thing just reminded me of the Liberian? Were there Liberian flags? Is that what they were?
The Liberian county flags.
Yeah. Funny as shit. I showed them to my mom and she just started cackling.
I think one of the funniest things is I saw a California flag remade in the style of Liberian county flag, and it was so bad.
We did look at that, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we did that in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we talked about the Liberian flags before. I'm pretty sure if you scroll high enough in the images area, you are going to see them.
I still think one of
Yeah.
the funniest things is whenever
No,
U.S.
I think
political agencies release clip art and they use the Liberian flag instead of the American one. The Liberian national flag and the U.S. national flag are quite similar.
Okay, so do you want me to talk about someone akin to the left side of politics spinning on the current government?
Yes, let's
Hold
talk
on,
about
yeah.
Spanish politics instead of American politics for once.
Yeah, let's talk about my country and how we're probably heading into a dictatorship. So yippee.
Again?
Yep. Anyway, so there's this one figurehead in journalism, Juan Luis Cebrián. He works for El País, which is a left side again newspaper. And the article's in Spanish, but I'm going to try to like give it a quick read and give you the rundown of it. While I do that, does Meep, can you talk about the release energy drinks?
Okay, so release energy drinks, which in the idea box is quote release energy drink, release energy unquote drinks. Parentheses, aka the Time Reporter got Amazon to sell, and then it's spoilered. I've spoilered what it actually is. So, the answer to the spoiler, if you guys haven't done it already, is its own delivery driver's piss. Because if you may or may not be aware, Amazon's kind of infamous for basically trying to work its workers to death, and not giving them sufficient time for bathroom breaks or whatever. And the delivery drivers reportedly, say reportedly, so Amazon doesn't want to get after us. We're probably too small for that, but so allegedly, don't have enough time to properly go to the bathroom, so they have to piss in bottles, like plastic bottles. However, also allegedly, they get in trouble if they're found with these, so they just kind of huck them out the window. So, a reporter acquired a large number of these and collected them, and then marketed them on Amazon as release energy, and like just very blatantly said this is Amazon delivery driver urine in a bottle. And
That's
then
funny.
the funny part.
That shit sold.
No. The funny part is Amazon's algorithm then automatically moved it into the energy drink section because it wasn't originally put there. It was put in a different category. I don't remember what it is on the top of my head. But it got automatically moved to the energy drink section, bypassing the controls on food and beverage.
I found that very funny. I did read about this before, the release energy. I think I found a short on YouTube talking about it. I was like, no fucking way that was a thing. And yes, it was.
Yeah. Which is, kind of hilarious in the dystopian way that Amazon is.
Yep.
Considering all we can do is troll and meme on a conglomerate, let them cook.
So, okay. I've given a quick read. Basically, this article is because of the pact that our quote unquote beloved, with big quotes, President Pedro Sanchez has done. And it is basically talking about the pact between his party, El PSOE, and Junts per Catalunya, which is a separational political group that wants to basically claim the independence of Catalunya.
Wait, hold on. I think I saw this. It was because the last special elections, neither of the mainstream political entities was able to claim a large enough portion to be able to form a government. So one of them reached out to the Catalonian Separatist Party.
No. It wasn't that they. I'm pretty sure it wasn't them who reached out. It was like Junts per Catalunya was like, hey, if you want the government, you know you're going to need me. And he's like, alright, you're right. And now he's become their lapdog. Because if he wants to get anything through to through the government, he needs their help. And this man was just like calling him an incompetent. And he had questions himself how to respect a political worker, I guess, that doesn't respect themselves. And like it's the entirety of this. So this is oh my god, this is an article talking about an article that Juan Luis Terbian posted in El País a few weeks ago. And it's just an absolute roast. And you know what? He kind of right, though. And the funniest part, which I find there, it's that it's from his own party. He is a left side. He's
Yeah,
like
it's
into left side politics.
It's obviously not a very popular decision that he's having to work with the Separatist Party.
No, but like it's okay. So, and has been going on for a while. It's not just that. It's also that he just seems to be like delusional. This man.
Yeah, he's a politician.
But like, in the Putin kind of way.
Oh.
That's the problem. He believes he is above everything else. Because he is the president.
So in the Putin and in the Orange Man kind of way.
Yeah.
Suboptimal.
Very much so. That's why I said that we might be going up into a dictatorship. If this keeps going. Viva la revolución! Ah!
Be the light you wish to see in the world. Make a Molotov cocktail today.
But yeah, this sucks. All right, we have now talked about this. Oh yeah, okay. So, do you want to go to the mummy thing, Mina, or do you want me to say to talk about the Pokemon Espeon thing?
How long is because I want Meep to get through all of his stuff too.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's currently 9.
Okay, then let's go through
30.
Let's get back to that then. Let's see. There's Project 2025. That's just depressing.
That's just depressing. I have no idea what it is, by the way. Like I read it, but it's like
I've read and I barely. Basically, there's TLDR of that one. Is the American right has decided that they have been unfairly treated, and so they need to institute a plan to basically just permanently install themselves in power. Just ignore the fact that
That's so many
they're overrepresented in politics.
oh, so they also want to establish a dictatorship. Okay.
Yes. It's Orange Man's party, Jimmy.
Ah, right. Okay.
And in 2025, Project 2025 is basically the branch of the party that drank his Kool-Aid. The ridiculous one. The system, the U.S. political system already favors their party due to the current way the electorate's divided. And it still does so more than it should because they've gerrymandered so hard.
Damn.
For those who are not aware, gerrymandering is the redrawing of political lines so that it does affect the way that some political parties gain power in certain districts. Basically, they redraw the districts every now and again.
Yeah, and basically, I won't go much detail because it's something I have for when Keela comes on again. But one European politician, upon seeing the state of the U.S. system for it, described it as politicians choosing their voters instead of voters choosing their politicians.
Bruh.
Moving on, there was some stuff about Thanksgiving in here.
If you want to cover Thanksgiving stuff, we can, or you can just leave it to me after you go. And then you can just, if I forget something, you can write it in the chat.
Oh, one of the things Mina had put in here that wanted me to talk about was the fact Russia has lost a whole bunch of civilian planes since the war started because they just don't have spare parts. So,
Bruh.
that one, first of all, Russia's reliant on Western imports for a lot of technology, such as those used in civilian airliners. Also, Aeroflot, the Russian air carrier, is also just kind of infamous for being like the least safe modern air carrier in general.
That's a yikes.
Like, it was worse under the Soviet Union, but it hasn't gotten much better. Like, I know there was at least one crash that was attributed to the pilot letting their kid into the cockpit and having them take control.
That's just a pilot issue.
Like, what think was gonna happen, my guy?
I don't know. But there's lots of just crap like that, where it's just kind of infamous for being crap. And it's gotten worse because they don't have spare parts anymore because they can't import them. And what they can import, they're currently
And get them.
trying to use to keep their military aircraft working.
Still
Anyway,
kind of stupid.
I don't actually have very much in here for like this week, so.
I mean, we can laugh at the fact that XQC got his YouTube channel terminated.
Who?
You haven't heard of XQC?
No.
Okay, so this is from what I've, seen. But TLDR, very toxic streamer and gamer. Pretty much a loudmouth. Was one of the first ones who jumped in the bandwagon of that streaming platform that was basically controlled by I think it was a casino or like Bitcoin, and that's why they were able to pay like 90% of the revenue to the streamers. XQC streaming.
So I need to go soon.
Okay, then go. Don't worry about it. We'll take it from here, buddy.
Okay. Have a good stream.
Yep.
And enjoy PMD&D later. No, wait, no, never mind. Right.
Kick. Right, kick! Kick! It's kick! The platform was kick.
Yeah, I said kick.
Yeah. Mike did not pick you up.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a kick.
Oh.
But yeah, basically, less toxic gamers in the world. Nice.
I mean, he's still around. It's not like he fucking died. He just has less of a platform now.
The less this man's people's toxicity goes around, the better.
True.
Just in a general sense. That there's nothing I hate more than toxic gamers. Like, solely toxic gamers. People that just sometimes... people that sometimes explode make sense. But like people that are consistently toxic towards others for losing, it's just gonna cringe.
People that win or lose gracefully are very frustrating. Because you know they're not emotionally mature for shit.
Yes, but... Okay. Bolt knows this. So we're gonna move for a moment to Pokemon Unite. To take as an example.
Yeah.
Bolts know that I can be a very emotional gamer. But I really don't just, like, start swearing, like, constantly every 2 seconds until I've hit a breaking point.
Yes.
I think at that point, like before you even get there, you need to put the game down.
Well, okay, Mina, for...
Get water, take a nap.
Okay, thing is, okay, I understand that perspective. I usually use Pokemon Unite as a rage expulser. I just get the rage out my chest with Unite. But I understand the point you make there. Also, Bolt is no longer...
For me.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. But I'm not the kind of gamer to throw things around and break them. I'm very careful. I mostly just either like throw them against the pillow or hit my leg. And if I throw them against the pillow, it's very softly, because I don't want to break my things. But yeah, it's just like the people that are just toxic by nature and start screaming at their teammates or at the other player because they beat them. Especially like, okay, if you beat them by abusing glitches and bugs and things that shouldn't be in the game, makes sense that you're angry. But if you beat someone in a game fair and square, I don't know, man.
What's the fucking issue here?
You're the issue here, get good. Exactly. This is something that Octo will tell you a lot. When I lose, first person I blame is myself.
Yeah,
I can even vouch to that.
You can also vouch to that, true.
You can benefit so much by learning to be an internal blamer instead of an external blamer, especially for people who have narcissistic tendencies, but they just don't see it that way. And that's the saddest fucking part.
That is just unfortunate. Dude. It's just some people do not understand. So since there's two Spanish people here, Mina, do you know who El Risitas is? Spanish speaking people.
Oh, okay.
Do you
what's up?
remember who El Risitas is?
No.
Hold on, let me send the GIF in general.
Never heard of
Maybe that'll. Hold on, wait. GIF is loading. It was this old man that had a very funny laugh that became a meme. I'm sending the GIF in general.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm working on some cursed shit.
Fair enough. Both you can also look at general if you can recognize
Oh, that's
this.
why.
Yeah. Okay. So a while ago, he passed away. Sad news.
Oh no.
Yeah, he passed like I think last year or so. He passed away. So I was just the usual scrolling through Twitter, and then I see someone Vandal. Elon Musk uses the video of the Risitas mocking OpenAI, and Canal Sur, which is the Andalusian TV program, claims author rights. And then you see below Andalucía Directo laughing for mocking Elon Musk tomorrow when they're going to delete our account. It's just, oh my god, Spanish people have some hilarious fucking ways to mock people. Like, for example, Ol Eduardo. So you two know the meme that is, the meme machine that is KFC Spain, right?
I know of it.
Okay, so a while ago they had a singular...
All of the branches of KFC are pretty memey though.
But the generally conceived, the Spanish one has been the one that's been, I think it was like one of the first ones to be like Mimi, and then the other ones followed suit. So, a while ago they did a campaign to sell like one, I think it was like chicken finger for like €1, called Eduardo. And now, in KFC, if you order online, you can add a €4 bonus to receive a cologne that smells like the chicken strip called Ol Eduardo. I am not joking, by the way. This is a real thing, and I can prove it to you. I can go literally right now to a KFC account, to the KFC app, and look it up. Here. Pollo. But like, there's even like the usual like epic, what's it called? Ads in like the desert and shit like that. Okay, I'm going to post it on images now. And it literally has the shape of a chicken strip. Okay, so now we go into here and into images, and then I'm going to post the image. Ta-da! Behold! Chicken wing, chicken strip. Oh, wait, why did it not load? Wait.
That really does look like a light bulb.
True, it looks like a wrinkly light bulb, too. Why is it not showing my computer? Huh? Weird. Anyway, yeah, that's basically the extent of it. They made an actual fucking eau de cologne that smells like chicken.
I'm really surprised by the fact that they just did that.
Okay, so Mina.
Hello.
I'm curious if you know about this, but have you seen the Pokemon Espeon artistic move on Twitter or X?
No,
The Twitter.
I don't go on Twitter.
Okay, understandable.
I actively avoid it at this point.
Understandable.
Good.
Very cringe. But a few weeks back, a someone on Twitter put a AI made art of Espeon, and then I just one of the days I'm just scrolling through Twitter again, and then I see one Pokemon Espeon, two Pokemon Espeon, three, and they're like Pokemon Espeon, but it's not made by AI. And it's like a bunch of people drawing the same kind of Espeon. There's like an Espeon sitting down cutely in some grass. Let me see if I can find
Espeon
one.
are like-
Pokemon Espeon.
Oh, what is going on?
Yeah, that's like a bunch of Espeon, and it's not AI or it's made in 3D.
Bruh.
I'm going to show you.
Let me guess, one of them is going to be the low poly.
No, I don't think they made it, but someone did make it on SFM. I'm going to send you this one. It's very cute. Also, Anki eyebrows. That makes it all adorable. Images. That's basically the gist of it. It's just cute spec. Whooping.
They do be looking angry though.
Yeah,
They do
that's.
be
I think that's just the Espeon himself. But yeah, basically, that's kind of the point of the Espeon's arts. I guess it's just like people showing off. I don't think showing off. It's like, you know, it's not everything. People should stop saying that AI is the future. Even though, speaking of AI, funny story. I've been preparing an idea for a couple of streams using ChatGPT to tell me stuff for this for Gran Turismo 4. What?
AI user.
I just wanted to make a funny. Okay, so I was watching a video from Dove_7. It's like, can you beat GT4, Gran Turismo 4, but ChatGPT tells you what to do. And I was like, hey, that's a funny thing. What if I ask? This was the first time using ChatGPT, by the way. What if I ask ChatGPT a bunch of questions about what cars do I use and what events do I do? I prepare them all in a list, and I do a couple of streams with those cars and in those events. And it was very funny.
Interesting.
And it was very funny. And also, ChatGPT is very wholesome. I know it sounds weird to say that an AI is wholesome, but each time I told him thanks, he always responded with a very positive message.
ChatGPT is artificial. It does not have emotion.
I know. I know that.
And responded to ChatGPT with pronoun, and I'm like, dude. Bruh.
Like, look at this. The last message I told him after tweaking some things, I put a time on it, and this is ChatGPT's response.
ChatGPT is not a he him. It is a they them or it. Yeah, it's mostly an it.
Ah!
You are humanizing an AI.
Yeah, you're right. It's just what I'm used to. If I don't know something's gender, I just usually start with he, him.
It is an object.
Fair enough. I'm a bit dumb, okay? Anyway. What else is in the idea box? Mummies.
So, mummies have been abused for fucking forever, ever since we've discovered what mummies were. The whole reason this entire conversation came up is because my friends had informed me that people have been testing out to see what mummies tasted like.
Huh?
So, in Egyptian times, the way to create a mummy is that you need to remove all of the moisture from the body,
Yes.
which is a lot. So they would use certain herbs and spices and salts to speed up the process. This is why mummies are very rarely found outside of a man-made setting. Sometimes you accidentally get a mummy, like Utsi or the Tulan men, because they're not in damp. Um, they're not in damp conditions,
Hmm.
so they don't rot as quickly. I'll put the link in the chat in general.
Oh, yeah,
But
chat.
yeah, this YouTube video is what started it all off. They recreated the spice recipe for Egyptian mummification, and they wanted to taste what that would be like.
Uh,
Not very good is the answer. Um,
Understandable.
Not very good. But yeah, this is not the only time the humans have ever tried to eat mummies. Back in, I believe it was Victorian ages or whatever year. Hold on, let me see. What year was the mummy discovered?
Why would you? That's
Hold on, I'm
cannibalism,
getting there.
right? That would be cannibalism.
Mummies were happened by accident, like the mummies of Guanajuato in Mexico. Buddhist monks practice self-mummification by starving their bodies and eating very few foods like nuts and tree sap and pine needles. That would accidentally slow down the decay process.
Huh?
Washed, remove all the organs, pack it with salt, and embalm with resin and essential oils. Okay, so 1927 or about that year, mummies were first discovered, and so people began to ingest it as a type of medicine. So what they do is they take a bit of the mummy, and they would powder it. They would grind it down into a powder, and then people would ingest it that way.
Huh?
So the reason that this was believed, more or less, is because they believed that mummies were being embalmed in bitumen, which is an asphalt that is found in the Dead Sea, but they don't have bitumen in them. It's just resin. It's pure resin
Ew.
and essential oils. Mummies have also just been eaten by Edwardian peoples, just for the fuck of it.
Sometimes humanity leaves me incredibly confused.
Europeans leave me fucking baffled, because that was all Europeans.
Trust
That
me,
was all
Mina. Both of us also don't fucking understand Europeans sometimes. Specifically the Brits.
And then there's also the phenomenon of the color mummy brown, in which you would take a mummy or a piece of mummy, you would grind it, and you would use it as paint. Very few paintings nowadays survive with mummy brown in their lot.
Okay.
What else?
Mummies have been bullied the hell out of.
Yeah, mummies have just been not allowed to rest in peace. So, the fact that Tutankhamun is cursing people for disturbing him makes perfect sense to me.
Yep, karma.
I believe some people just had mummies in their houses and they would unravel them just to see what they would look like. So a lot of like early European explorers and rich people, fucking rich people, they would destroy everything.
Yeah, it's always European aristocrats. Don't care from where. It's always European
Uh,
aristocrats because they're
okay,
fucking
the
idiots.
paint was about 1848.
Oh, are you sharing a painting?
No, this is the paint, like the
Oh,
physical paint that was used for Mummy Brown. They would, uh, author Mark Twain in 1869
nice.
would claim that some mummies were just chucked into the smoke boxes of trains. They were just being used as train fuel. Some were being used by the church to be fake a religious relic to have more people indoctrinated.
Granger.
And then the Victorian era had one wealthy members of society where they just unwrapped mummies. It wasn't even for scientific reasons. They just did it for the fuck of it. And that's what happens when you don't have technology. You destroy shit for fun.
That is such a fucking. Victorian people were wild.
White people, man.
Not just. I don't mean like. I mean, I guess, yeah, white people. But like specifically, Victorian people, aristocratic Victorian people, man, they were wild.
They were all white too, so you know, white people be doing crazy shit because they have zero preservation skills for anything.
Bruh. Just fucking bruh. So. Leave the mummies be, please.
We haven't been using that anymore. The last full intact mummy, I believe, is Tutankhamun.
We've talked about
At
Price
least
2025.
Tutankhamun. I don't know why I said Tutankhamun. That's a TV show. Anyways, I don't think he's the last one actually. We do have several mummies around.
Oh, we have a bunch
Well,
of, like,
now-
for example,
I have one for you, Jimmy. What about the
Yeah.
thing that you sent about the Wallace and Gromit, that they're running out of clay?
I was about to go first with the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics.
I see.
Yes, the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics are being taken out and removed. And the only one that will be left will be here in California, in I believe it's Northridge. Yeah,
Yes,
Northridge,
in,
which is about an hour
Northridge.
away from where I live currently.
Creepy robots.
Yeah, they're getting rid of the Chuck E. Cheese.
So there's not gonna be oh, well, how is it? Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck. Oh my God, what's the?
So they're going to be replacing them with. They're going to be replacing them with entertainment element, with new technology, interactive dance floors, and trampoline zones, which I'm kind of hype about. I love trampolines.
Trampolines are fun, but are
Change will
very
affect
dangerous.
The change will affect 550 locations throughout the United States, excluding a single Chuck E. Cheese in Northridge, California. McKillips, who is the CEO and president of Chuck E. Cheese, said they're keeping the band alive in the Northridge location as a way of showing love and gratitude to fans who have fond memories of it with their childhood.
Makes sense. At least one place should keep them as a memory of
Even
bygone
Showbiz
era.
Pizza got shut down.
Hmm?
Even Showbiz Pizza was shut down.
Oof. Yeah, that is unfortunate. No more
Indeed.
animatronics. No more horror. I mean, what?
What?
So, I've never. I don't know if you guys have seen any of these movies of the Wallace and Gromit movies.
I love Wallace and Gromit. My professor would show us a bunch of these too while we were working on stop motion.
Makes sense considering it they are made out of clay. Well, by the looks of it, the company that was giving clay to the people making the Wallace and Gromit
Aardman,
films, uh,
Aardman.
yeah, Armin, it has been shut down, and the studio only has enough clay for one more movie.
I hope that they find another way to keep the clay alive because the claymation is so different. And even though there's like a bunch of 3D programs on Maya and
It's not the
ZBrush that you
same.
can replicate, yeah, it's just not the same. There's none of that charm. I love being able to see the thumbprints on the sleeves and the arms
Hmm.
from all the pressing and reworking of the clay. I grew up watching a lot of the Wallace and Gromit and Shaun the Sheep
Oh my
and
gosh, Shaun the Sheep. I have heard of Shaun the Sheep. Cute
Yep,
little,
I have as
yeah,
well.
cute little guy, little man.
cute
You
little
little
guy.
sheep.
What else?
It's kind of like how those mathematicians bought a bunch of that clay. Just a
Uh-huh.
little tangent. There was a type of not clay. It was a chalk that was preferred by mathematicians and other professors. I'm looking up the name. They're hoarding Hagoromo chalk because compared to other types of chalk, this is less likely to shatter if it falls, and it is much more sturdy. It's less likely to snap in half when you're using it, as
Hmm.
opposed to whatever you can buy
In
in
stores.
uh in stores. Yes, Hagoromo chalk is exceedingly white. It's very sturdy. It has other colors, but it is made out of a very specific formula made by this one guy in Japanese. Um, in 2015, it was a big thing where this 80-year-old Japanese chalk company went out of business because the guy wanted to retire. So a bunch of people started hoarding it, and because he saw that people really love this chalk, he gave the recipe to another professor, and now he's in charge.
Hmm. You know what this
I,
reminds me of?
mhm.
The formula of the Krabby Patty. I don't know why, but it's what it reminds me of. So, oh yeah. Since today's the last, I think the last day of EV week, how have you two been with the Eves? Have you slept with a lot of EVs? Have you woken up
I
and seen
have
like 3 EVs around you?
I didn't get that many EVs actually.
I've gotten at least one per day.
I've gotten one per day, but I've also like been looking for shinies, and I've caught 3 shinies so far. None of them are EV.
I did get a shiny Eevee!
Let's go. No, I got a shiny Squirtle, not Lucario,
Riolu?
Riolu,
Damn!
and a Houndour.
I've had my first running with my baby, Absol. I
Yeah,
didn't
I
have enough
found a Ditto,
cookies.
but it got full.
Yeah, same with my Absol. I just gave it enough so I got full, but for next time I have more, and if it gets hungry, there's like, yes. I don't have that much luck for shinies in Pokemon Sleep. Speaking of which, I should probably check in and activate whatever abilities the Eves have left me because I put like because today it's Sunday and the cooking pot doubles in size. I put EVs so they activate the ability and give me random ingredients. I have more ingredients for later on. How about you, Bolt? Because I know you've also been EP.
Unfortunately, I really didn't use it much that week. I did get some EVs. I might try it tonight one more time.
Oh.
But I have low expectations.
Oh yeah, today. Oh my God, today we have the special Moon Day.
The
Hmm.
good sleep event.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so this means that the what does Good Sleep event do again?
I think it increases your sleep power by
1.4
a
expansion
multiplier.
core.
My goodness, then. So it increases your sleep multiplier by what? 1.5, is it?
I think 1.5, yeah.
And then tomorrow it's gonna be 2, I think.
Oh my god. Oh, well, today's the day, though, for this. Because it's a Sunday, and Sunday is the day which people have, the most sleep power. Oh, let's go. Activate it twice. Let's fucking go. Sorry, I'm just kind of excited because I got all 3 procs.
That's nice.
Oh, and Glaceon got the extra space for the pot.
Great.
Alright, so Mina's gotten 3 shinies. I've gotten a singular shiny Eevee. Bull, did you get any shinies?
No.
That's unfortunate. Alright, let me put my normal team back on. But yeah, I've been, like, legitimately, Pokemon Sleep has been forcing me to sleep better. And you may think, oh, duh, it's an app that makes you sleep. No, the thing is, my problem when sleeping isn't the act of sleeping, it's the act of waking up. It is very hard for me to wake up in the mornings. So Pokemon Sleep forcing me to actually wake up and attempt to, like, see what Pokemons are sleeping and, yada yada yada, actually helps me when getting awake. It's
like something to look forward to.
Yeah. Also, Pikachu wakes me up.
Oh, you use the alarm function?
Ringtone. I don't like it too much, to be honest.
It's just louder than the normal one.
Yeah, it's much louder.
So that's why I use it.
I don't know what the alarm sounds like because I don't use it.
Oof.
Then again, I don't have a reason to use the alarm, so...
Right, 64 ingredients until bot.
Short on ingredients. It's like...
Oh yeah, I should also do some cooking as well.
You haven't been?
Well, the Pokemon Sleep things here now.
Damn it. Oh my god, 9,000 figure for one. If it was like a super tasty one, my goodness, that would have been a lot. That would have probably
What
been a
level
lot.
would it be added right now as well?
It's like level 9. I think like the apple size like level 19, and my Snorlax is condition Master 3.
Ah, I see.
I think Master 3 or Master 4. Master 4.
4 already. They only have 1 rank left because I think Master 5 is the highest.
No, there's like Master 20.
Master 20?
Yep, maximum level is Master
Bruh.
20.
Bruh.
Yep.
Let me guess, use the one time that you had a free super
No! No. It, like, you can't, if you click at the top left of the screen, if you click on the Pokeball, it tells you how many levels there are.
Yeah, you sure?
Yes.
I have to take a look.
Right.
Damn, I didn't get a super tasty one either.
Yeah, blood don't,
4,877, not bad. And that's not even a dish specific thing, it was just a generic one.
I honestly don't know how to make super tasty food. Is it just random?
I think it's random.
I think it has to have extra ingredients as well.
Oh, well, yeah, I always do like the random one. Like, throw a bunch of ingredients and see what happens.
Like, do all...
No, I mean like instead of like just the base recipe for getting the food, I think you also need extra ingredients thrown in.
Oh.
Instead of just getting like a mix, but not enough that you get like a mixed curry or anything.
Yeah.
Alright, my Eevee skill triggered. That's 6 extra ingredients, now I have 9 again.
I think I have 0 right now. I think I have literally 0 ingredients.
You used everything that you had.
I have 19.
I have 25 ingredients, never mind.
Nice, 1,059 extra boost because one of my Chews triggered their skill as well, that's good.
By the way, speaking of Chew, I have 2 Thunderstones, but I'm not going to evolve my Pikachu because it's literally Bolt.
Never use it!
I can't evolve my boy Bolt.
The peach.
What?
Let me rude.
No, it's a Pikachu. It's the starter. It's the starter Pikachu.
Oh, okay.
And since both has
Yeah.
been both a Pikachu and a Pichu, well, he's a Pikachu in this one. Let me check. I'm going to check right now. What Pokemon do you guys have on your teams? Okay, makes sense. You have a Raichu. You also have a Quilava. That's funny. Fluffy, Ekans, and Growlithe. Okay, both. What do you have? I'm going to... Also, funny thing, because I saw you two putting a Raichu and a Pichu on your profile picture. I have the, Witch Hat Pikachu.
Yeah, I got you, but she doesn't evolve, so I just have her.
Yeah. Also, I love how Bolt has Pikachu, Pichu, and Raichu. He
Yes.
has the whole line.
Yes.
My current lineup is Umbreon, Lucario, Pikachu, Quilava, and Ampharos.
Speaking of, I think I should add you as well on Pokemon Sleep.
True.
Mhm.
Extra candies for everyone.
More candy.
I do like Pokemon Sleep. It is a handy thing.
Yeah, I've got an average of like 7.5 hours of sleep this week.
Yeah, 7:23 hours for me because I usually go to sleep between 1 and 2 a.m. and I wake up at 9:30. So my longest sleepy time was 7 hours and 55 minutes. My shortest was 6 hours and 35. I wonder what was I doing on Wednesday?
I'm just gonna send you my Pokemon Sleep code so that you can add me. Just like that.
I'm going to forget, so I'll just do that later.
I'll just send it in DMs.
I'm gonna forget, so I'll just do that whenever.
Oh my god,
Speaking
tomorrow it's not
you can also just put it
1.5. It's not 2 times, it's times 4.
4 times? Hold
It's
on, I gotta
times
check
4. I just checked.
Oh, is it because tonight? Because it's still Eevee week tonight.
that.
Yeah.
If this research is still Eevee, so
No,
I think
but
that's
like
why they did 4 times.
from the
I already have a
26th.
Bulbasaur instance set as
Oh,
well.
that's right. I got a shiny Slowpoke too. I forgot.
Well, you know, it's understandable that you forgot. It's not a very known Pokemon. I'm going
Not a
to
very good shiny.
I'm
I
going to
wonder
use
when
the
I'll get my
Pichu.
first one. I wonder when.
You know what my first shiny was? It was a fucking Diglett. So I didn't know it was a shiny until they woke up.
Uh,
My first shiny in Pokemon Sleep was the Ghastly. His name is Blueberry.
I wonder if you actually have an indication that you can tell, oh, that one's the shiny or not.
You can see it in their sparkles.
Okay,
And it's
it
always
does.
hungry. Your shiny is always hungry, and I think if you give it to the bonus treat, it will always one-shot.
I can evolve my Eevee into Jolteon, Flareon, or Leafeon if I wanted to. I think I will for now.
Event.
I think I'm just gonna ask this. My personal favorite sleeping style that I've seen so far is the Pichu at top belly. It's just good.
It's just cute. It is very cute. Honestly, most of the sleeping atop the belly are cute. Because it's just
Yes.
small
It just
Pokemon, big
fits.
Pokemon belly.
It just fits.
If they fit, they sleep. They eat.
Do I want Leafeon or Jolteon?
You're asking for yourself?
I'm asking. Yeah.
Okay,
Which one do you like more?
I mean,
Yeah.
I could probably get both. I have 120 candy.
It's 80 for them.
That's stupid.
I'm sure if you also Absol sleeping, the 1-star Absol sleeping, it's adorable. It's just curled up. I love him.
Jimmy, one small thing. It's going to be tomorrow night, the multiplier of times 4.
Yeah.
Tonight it will be 1.5 times.
Yeah, which I'm still saying 1.5 times for a Sunday is very good.
Yeah, and 4 days for the Monday is just good because head start.
Yeah, the big heart start.
Let's see, we also have that for the 28th. So like today we have a 1.5, tomorrow we have 4, and then on Tuesday
And
we
the
have
2 days
1.5
after are
again.
1.5, yeah. Because it's
Yeah.
also on the 29th.
Yeah, 28th. I think you mean 28th, my friend.
Yeah,
It's
20th.
the 26th, as in today, tomorrow, the 27th.
For me, it said
and
until the
day after-
29th.
No, 28th.
Weird.
It reads 29th there, but it is 28th from what I'm seeing on other days. So I think they mean the bonus is active on the 28th, and it will fade out on the 29th to where you don't have that bonus anymore. Either that, or they just listed it incorrectly.
I thought we just ended up talking about Pokemon Sleep because all three of us have Pokemon Sleep. Also, Fluffy atop a Snorlax belly.
Yes. We need more on top bellies.
Wobbuffet can be atop of Snorlax.
Yeah, that one is just weird if it would be Snorlax on top of Snorlax's belly. Or what?
Do you know a Pokemon that I have a 4-star pose on? Graveler.
Graveler?
Graveler can be found atop Snorlax.
That's
I think Swalot on top of Snorlax is very funny.
Diglett
Swalot.
atop Snorlax is murder.
It's like the fucking alien.
Yeah, it's
That
like
was
the. I'm very happy with my gang. Gang. I do want the Typhlosion though. I really want the Typhlosion. One thing I
really
will
wanna try-
say, game experience for the partners is kind of slow.
It is
Yeah,
extremely
it is.
I think I have like most of them are like their 20s, but oh my god, I feel like it takes forever.
Ah, damn it! I can't use a helper whistle. If I had one, I would have used one, but I can't.
Okay, where can I see my? Oh right, I can see my team here. I'm dummy.
Let's take a look at the back. What do I still have? Maybe there's something I can use.
Yeah, everyone except my Umbreon on my team is level 20 or higher. Darius is my second lowest, it's level 21, but I don't really get that many Cyndaquils, so the only candies I get are from him. Also, my Lucario is female, which is amazing.
I can see. Let's see. Those are my ingredients and items. I only have an energy pillow, some candy. I only have a leaf and ice stone.
That you can get a Glaceon with that.
I do have an Eevee. I'm not sure if I have two. If I have two, then I might. But if I only have one, then I won't. Gotta keep the Eevee around.
left. I have one Eevee for each evolution. I plan to evolve them all.
Yeah, I am also planning to get them all, but you know.
Yeah.
What
But, of
time?
course, we're all gonna get them all, but like also we're gonna keep at least one Eevee because yes.
Speaking of Eevees, I finally have all the shiny Eeveelutions in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Congrats.
It took me. I had to literally stay 1 day extra without using internet, without connecting to the internet, so the outbreaks wouldn't break out. And I have a picture of the shiny Eevee sitting down, and it's like tilted so the moon can also be seen.
Oh, nice.
It is very cool. I've taken
I
out.
am going to need to use my rainbow candies to get more Eevee candy because I can't evolve otherwise.
Also, I think I sent it to Twitter, but I have a video of me running around in a circle around the area where I was hunting the final Eevee, and then you just see like a dozen Eevees appear.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Suddenly, you just got a bunch of Eevee just to group up on you.
It is adorable. I love Eevee.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Eevee.
You really can't go wrong with Eevee. It's just it's so versatile. I mean, there's a reason I have a Flareon plushie. Police, best boy. I'm going to send it to Mina. So she said. It's. But also, speaking of Scarlet and Violet, I've been lately taking some pictures of some funny bugs that have been happening to me. And I've
Bugs.
compiled, like, yeah, mostly visual bugs. And it's like, two of the pictures are, I don't know if you two have heard of this, but sometimes Luxrays have incorrect textures.
Oh.
Yeah, so they...
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm going to send this into images, into the Roomba thought images, so you can see some of them. Well, you can see them because I only have really 4 pictures. And the other two are just, I guess, things not loading incorrectly. VX. If you can see what's wrong in these images.
Yeah.
Yeah, and ironically, one of my favorite Pokemon games, by the way. Just want to say that I understand why people get angry at this game. I just enjoy playing this game too much to be too mad at it. It's like, Game Freak, for the love of God, make your game work. It's fun, yes, but please make it work correctly. Speaking of Scotland Invalid, the DLC is coming in around what, 16, maybe less than 16 days actually. 5 days until December starts. November ends in a 30, that right?
What?
And November ends in a 30 instead of 31, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 4 days and then 18 days. 18 days before the DLC comes around, 17 before my birthday. Yippee. And I've heard that it's very hard.
Okay.
Molto difficult.
Yeah, most of us have a birthday in December. At least you're in Roomba.
Yeah, and the Roomba, us too, for a fact, have birthdays then. No, but I was talking about the DLC itself. Also, it's very funny that it's the day after my birthday. Some places it is the day of my birthday.
It's gonna be a delay. It's gonna be a delayed gift.
I guess so. Thank you, Game Freak, for the belated gift. But yeah, I've heard that it's really hard, and some people are talking about just grabbing their competitive teams and going through it with their competitive teams. Might do that. Probably not. I do have a team of shinies that I want to use. One of them having the team having a Sprigatito on it, which I'm not evolving. It's staying small.
Sprigatito is good. Eat cat.
There's a reason it's staying as Sprigatito. And it's not just because funny cat. It's more of a sentimental reason. What else is there to talk about? We don't want to talk about Thanksgiving because we're waiting on Meep on that.
That's a big topic. We don't want to do that. Let me take a
Oh,
look.
right,
Talk about it if he wants, and yeah.
I mean, I prefer
It's-
having two American people that know about Thanksgiving and two that, I mean, I don't know if Bill knows a lot about Thanksgiving, but I don't really know that much about Thanksgiving.
It's a very simple. It's like a whatever thing here in the United States. Honestly, Black Friday is the bigger holiday that people look forward to, as opposed to Thanksgiving.
That's kind of sad. Especially considering that a lot of...
Black Friday goes all the way until Thursday now. Like a couple years ago, they started doing the sales during the Thanksgiving dinner. While I was helping my mom to cook all day, I also had to get ready for work and leave and not even get to eat the food that I had finished helping my mom make.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Because some people just... Like, we have a lot of, like, people that fly into the United States to spend the holiday here.
Mm-hmm.
But they go during November for Black Friday, which is where we have all of the sales, and Cyber Monday.
Even though some of those sales are fake.
Some of those sales are just like the sales they've already had for the holiday. They're just broadcasting it much louder.
Yeah.
But people are so much more convinced that Black Friday is like the lowest point of the year.
I've also heard a lot of tales about like people, like commerces in Black Friday, just scamming people prices.
Oh yeah, no, people will fucking trample one another for a slightly discounted TV.
And sometimes
Wow.
that TV isn't even really discounted, it's just marked as discounted. Because, haha, fuck you. It's like, bruh.
Oh no, here they're like discounted. It, like I said, it's just discounted slightly less. Or like it's already been discounted earlier. They
Yeah.
just don't. They just do a better job at marketing it. Because if somebody finds out that they're false advertising sales,
Mhm.
right? Like,
Yeah.
and it's not actually discounted. We understand that there are some items in the stores that are not discounted, like groceries, although I wish they were. But like, if you're selling shit that is not discounted, and you've already marked it as discounted, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yep.
Yep. Wait, you guys don't get discounts and offers on groceries usually?
They have sales, but it's not a Black Friday deal
Ah,
for
okay.
groceries.
Okay. Fair enough. That makes more sense to me. That makes a
I
little more
went to
sense.
work at 4 o'clock on Black Friday in 2018, and I did not finish my shift until 4 in the fucking morning. I worked at a jewelry store.
What? Jesus.
People go crazy for Black Friday because
I
they know they have to leave during the dinner because the next day on actual Friday, half the shit is gonna be gone.
I you Americans are wild, bro.
It's a very self-serving attitude in this country.
Yep.
Well, you guys are getting there, so don't worry about it.
No, I don't want to.
You guys are getting there. You guys have been there. Where the fuck do you think we learned it from?
The Brits. And we don't.
No, no,
And
no, no, no. We had other countries in here too.
well, most of the
You
Brits
were
don't.
here. Spanish were here. The French were here.
I don't think the Dutch were there.
Dutch did have their own colony, yes.
Yes, we did.
Oh, I mean, I didn't think they were a colony in the USA.
I mean, heck, even New York was at one point Dutch territory. I think it actually still technically is.
That's funny.
No,
That's-
but there's a bunch of Dutch like settlements throughout too.
Look, I don't wanna take the blame for this shit.
I'm throwing the blame on you. You basically, right? You took the European undesirables, shipped them off into an island. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen? It's not even an island, it's a separate continent.
I always find it funny how Meep sometimes jokes about selling Florida back to Spain, and we're like, nope, you can keep it. You wanted it first, so you can keep it. We don't really need it anymore.
Keep it, no need.
No need. We don't want Florida Man here. We don't want to deal with Florida Man. We already.
See, apparently the reason that Florida Man is a thing, right, is because Florida does not have as many privacy laws for criminals as other states do. So when you say like criminal does thing, they probably just can't legally name the state. But in Florida you can. That's why Florida Man and
Ah.
Florida Woman are such prominent things.
That's kind of funny.
It's not that they're more likely to commit crime, it's that they are legally allowed to identify that they're from Florida.
They're legally made to identify the silly. So have any one of you seen the Batman show, like Adventures of Batman, the old cartoon,
Yeah.
the one with the badass intro where the Warner Bros. Symbol turns into a blimp?
Yes.
It seems
Unfortunately,
like
I
it seems like both Batman and Joker from the original show and that have been voicing Batman and Joker in fiction for a while now. Both are not going to be playing their roles. And for Mark Hamill, who plays the Joker, it's like it's no if it's not him, it's no fun. Hold on, let me just check the tweet itself that I put up because I'm pretty sure there were some exact words there.
He's not gonna play the Joker if it's not.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy as Batman, which fits really well. That man did Batman's voice brilliantly. Hold on, I need to check. Okay, Twitter, you can go a little faster. I know that. So I've been Kane and a friend of his have been helping me out to try and get Pixelmon to work, to play with them. That has happened.
Oh.
I've got it. I think I've got it finally working, which is good news.
I also have Pixelmon.
We got the 1.16.5 version working. One of the funny things that I've realized in Mineshafts if you find a cave spider spawner, that's just a Galvantula spawner.
What?
Yeah, okay, so I was playing in a single player world, just, checking how Pixelmon worked. And I fall into
Ravine?
a mine shaft. No, because I was mining, and then I find the mine shaft, and I
Oh,
hopped in.
I thought you were like you said you were falling, so I figured you were falling into a ravine.
No,
As you do.
luckily not. And then I notice, oh no, there's a cave spider spawner. I want to destroy it. And when I try to hop down, there's a couple of Joltics at first. And then when I go back up, because to my Pokemon's fainted, I see like 5 Galvantulas on there. I'm like, oh, hi there. I ended up catching a level 40. I ended up catching a level 48 one.
That was a certified hello there moment, wasn't it?
That was a certified. Oh, hi there.
No. Hello there. Hello there.
Yeah, I understand. I know what you're talking about, Bo. What else? What else do we have? I think that's all. Unless you guys have something that popped into your minds.
Do you have? I'm not sure we talked about hot takes.
Oh right, okay. We didn't talk about those. It's okay. Pokemon takes people might get angry at you for having. I do not remember why I posted this.
I don't know. It kind of I thought we were double dipping back when we had Pokemon hot takes about specific Pokemon.
Hmm. Oh, maybe this was just
IVs are stupid.
IVs are stupid? Fair enough. Yep, makes total sense. IVs are fucking dumb.
I don't know why they are in there.
Give more randomness, I guess. But if you want a competitive Pokemon, there are 3 sets of IVs you want. 0 attack, 0 speed, or 31 in everything.
Yep.
I know this because I've dabbled a little bit in competitive Pokemon. IVs
There's
are
the reason why I personally don't try to bother with competitive because
pain in the ass.
So much.
I mean,
not that people enjoy it, but people take it too fucking seriously. Dude, it's a bunch of pixels on the screen. Let me just enjoy the little guy.
Oh, wait, what?
I just want to enjoy the little guy. I don't know why it needs to be such I don't know. I've met people who are just like, what are the EVs on your Pokemon? And I'm like, I don't give a shit about it, really. I'm just kind of here to vibe with them. I think they're cute.
Fair enough.
And they get so fucking pissed.
That makes no sense. Why would you get pissed off at a casual? I mean, I say this, but I've dunked on Kane for having really bad teams that make no sense. But that's mostly me memeing on Kane and then beating his ass up.
Yeah,
but that's just me being me.
Yeah,
like when
that's you being me.
Like a thing that I've always hated. This is general with video games. Doesn't just apply to Pokemon. When people like spam talk about meta. Oh, the meta's this, the meta's that, the meta's this thing, and so we need to build a counter for this meta thing, but then that thing becomes the meta. It's like, bro, enjoy the game a little bit. You have options for days. Especially with Pokemon. You have options for days to build Pokemon teams. This is...
Why just take a look at 2016. So what, you have a fight to Risu? So what?
That's 2014. Sorry, 2016... 2016 is the year where Wolfie won the Pokemon Championships. But even then, that was for a reason, because there were not a lot of, I think, like, it was Follow Me Pokemons that was needed, and Pachirisu was a bulkier one. I feel though so much, I hate gatekeeping with meta. I know. Okay, so I know, and one of the things I did back in Gen 7, and I've tried to doing in Gen 9 now as well, I have a team and show them that I would love to make, making a team with Yu, which is the tier below the usual tier of meta. And, just try to see what I can work with. And with doubles, which is the format that I've been playing more lately with Kane, Andy, and Autumn. More so Kane and Andy. Because Autumn is one of those meatheads that just loves competitive. And basically bases her favorites only on that. Which is like, woman, expand your horizons a little bit. It's not all just competitive.
Another hot take I have is I hate how people will spam the Pokemon Sleep subreddit with, is my build good? my guy, they are little dudes that you sleep with. You don't necessarily need to worry about the stats on this thing.
True. True.
Bro, why?
That makes no sense. Why? Huh? Like, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm so confused. That is new to me. Why would you care about the Pokemon you select to sleep with? I'm sorry. What?
Abilities.
Apparently, just so that they make sure that they get like good berry or dream shard or whatever the fuck ingredient finding, which I get. But also, you don't need to like spam the Reddit to check your sets, and there definitely doesn't need to be a fucking calculator for it. Oh my god,
There's a
it's
counter.
a sleeping app.
Oh my god. I just want to sleep with funny little Pokemons.
Just look at me. I sleep with every chew. That's fine by me. I don't care. It's fun.
I have a build, but it's literally all evolutions. Granted, I do kind of do it for at least today was for the chance of getting a bunch of ingredients, but potato.
Yeah. Like, you do it for a reason. There's an event going on. You might as well make full use of it, right?
Yeah. And
That's
even
how I
then,
see
I
it.
put it, and even then, after that, I put it back to my old gang. Especially because, lucky for me, 2 of the berries were compatible with my Pokemons.
Point proven.
2 of the berries, the yellow heart-shaped one, and I also think was the, I think it was cherry berry or not pineapple.
Play
No.
meta a bit with Showdown, but I love making joke teams instead. I use from OU to NU. Don't know what that means. A team I've been doing recently in Nat decks is Delphox, Hisui Zoric, Alola Ninetales, Vaporeon, Leafeon, and Thievul. Not the best Pokemon, but I love the theme and they have really good coverage.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so that's, when I did my team in Gen 7, I was with a friend and we both said, let's go UU instead of going OU. And my team consisted of, they're literally all Pokemons I like, by the way. Empoleon, Nidoking, which is a Pokemon that I really got to appreciate after that, because he was literally my MVP. Shoutouts to Markiplier, my Nidoking. Sylveon, Latias, Haxorus, and Chandelure. I got third twice in a Discord server tournament, which was first of all, you had to fight against 8 people that were like gym leaders, and then the 4 first would get into a final round double elimination, not double elimination, into a final bracket to see who would be first to fourth. And I got third twice. Such a base team. I know, it's like, they're all Pokemons I like, and eventually, sometime later, I was in a streamer Twitch, and one of the things you could read him is, can you get this team for me from Showdown? And I eventually accumulated enough points to get that team onto Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So I have my team, they're all shinies, because, funny shiny Gopher, in Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And the latest team that I've made is very much a meta team. I was literally doing the thing that I hate the most, but it was because I had to put up a point. This friend of mine, Autumn, she tended to generate a lot of her Pokemons using bots. And I've done that a couple of times in the past. I'm not very proud of doing that. And, I was telling her, you shouldn't do that. I know it's convenient, but it kind of loses the charm of team building as a whole. And if you just want to build your team, you can go to Showdown, build it there, and then make that team in the game, which is what I do. And I told her eventually, you know what, we're going to have a fight. You're going to generate your own team, and I'm going to make mine from scratch. I'm going to go into Showdown, build a team there, and make it in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And the team that I ended up with is a Sunbroom team. And that thing has made Kane and Andy not very happy, especially Kane. He still is trying to counter that team and beat it. It is Roaring Moon and Flutter Mane, which, yes, Flutter Mane is very meta right now, but I just like Funny Ghost. And also, she's fast as fuck, which I love. Then it's Torkoal, Armarouge, Indeedee, and Arcanine. Which is just generally, 4 of those Pokemon were Pokemons that I had on my last team, which was my recommend C team because I didn't want to use the legendaries from Scarlet Violet. And it's probably if it is as hard as people say and chock full of double bottles, I'm probably going to bring that that counter team onto the DLC and use it. But yeah, in general, I just like I literally just enjoy Pokemon for the sake of playing Pokemon. Most of my time in Pokemon Scarlet Violet, Kate and Andy can tell you this is me hatching eggs and me doing raids. I quite literally, in some of the Terra types, I have maximum amount of shards. Like 999 shards. I'm the grind, bro. I got the mindset for the grind set. That's mostly. I don't think there's anything else I can really comment about Pokemon.
I don't think so either.
For hot takes, like, okay, no, hold on, wait. I do have a hot take. People need to stop just screaming about Pokeballs. Have you two heard about like people, especially shiny hunters, raving about people using quick balls to catch their shinies in?
Oh my fucking god! Don't get me started on that.
Okay, so both of you
Seriously.
have. Okay, good. So I don't feel I'm not alone here. Like, they're Pokeballs. Okay, if you want to match a Pokemon with a Pokeball, cool. I've done that before. But you don't have to force people to do that. Don't get mad if they want to catch them in quick balls. It's useful. It's quick. It's literally called
Quick
quick
balls-
ball for a reason.
Right. Yep, I was about to say, here's my take on quick balls. They're fun, they're easy to use, and it's literally the best why not option.
And they're colored the same as IKEA logo. There's a reason sometimes I call them the IKEA balls.
That's a different Jimmy to me, but I like that.
Like, they're literally white, not white, yellow and blue. They're IKEA
Yes.
balls.
Yes. I genuinely I'm speechless with the people who think that, oh, you have to match your shinies with a Pokeball. I'm like, shut up!
Sure, there's
It
some
doesn't
Pokemons that don't have a
matter.
Pokeball that matches, too.
It doesn't fucking matter to me. Pokeball is Pokeball. It doesn't matter to me.
You know-
It really doesn't.
Ball, do you know what you just said just reminds me of?
What?
Math is math! From The Incredibles 2, I think.
Yeah.
You're not alone. I like matching wherever it's a shiny. I'm specifically hunting just because, but if I find one in the wild, it's getting quick balled. True, but even then, for me, a lot of the Pokemons that I've shiny hunting have been through eggs. So I can't really color coordinate the shiny with the eggs.
I think the people who match their Pokeballs to the shinies, if they're like shiny hunting, right, are stupid and dumb and need to touch grass. They very clearly have too much time on their hands that this is what they're fucking worried about.
True.
Yep. True. I agree with you, Lunar. It really, I just don't understand why people just start to say you have to match. No, you don't.
No, you don't. Oh my god. Speaking of shiny, funny story. I was going to do some raids with Andy the other day. And as soon as we leave the Pokemon Center, we were at the gates of Mesagosa, by the way. I turn to my left and I see a pink ball walking on the ground. And I'm like, no way. No way. No way, Jose. I walk up to
Yes
a
way.
shiny Lechonk. And it was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? I'm like, nope. And I gave it to him because he didn't have one. I caught it and passed it on to him. And if you ask me, why didn't you run away and let Andy catch it? Because if you run away from a Pokemon, it despawns. So, yeah. Lunar, do you have any hot takes you would like to share with us? Since you seem to really like Pokemon. Which, fair enough, we are all technically Pokemons here. I can move for a moment. I'm sure there's what's it called? Delay. stream delay.
I'm really trying to think if I have any hot takes. Uh, Hmm. I think a popular opinion would be that Gen 7 were probably one of the better games out there, but
I kind of disagree.
yeah, so that would be a hot take then.
I do think Gen 7's a good gen. I will say this from the 3DS games, Gen 7 is the better of the two, mostly because I really
Easily.
dislike Gen 6.
Yeah, understandable.
Like in general, I've never liked Gen 6 that much. And me playing through Gen X Pokemon X is like, no, this gen kind of sucks, bro. But like, I don't think it's also hot take. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon aren't that hard. You're just bad at the game.
I cannot think of a single person who has ever said that the game was hard.
Ultra Sun, I've seen so many people telling me, saying on the internet that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are really fucking hard. Specifically, Ultra Sun Crossma.
And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
at first, if you don't know it, yes, then it is difficult because you're just gonna get you're just gonna get swept. But the thing is, if you know how to fry the AI, then it's just boring AF.
Now that I can think of, you all seem to have covered all the bases. What I'm avid about is that the older gens are all the worst. Oh, it's being talked about. Oh yeah, you'll have it covered. Okay, I like that. I like that topic. Let's talk about the older gens being worse. I strongly disagree with that. Some of the older gens are fun as hell. Like I will agree that Gen 2 is kind of shit. Gen 2 is kind of mid. That everyone agrees
fuck
here.
up.
Gen 2.
Your opinions are invalid.
What?
Listen, I've never even played the original Gen 2, but
Yeah.
Gen 2 was
Same.
just a superior formula to Gen 1. Like, that's not negotiable.
Okay, that's. I'm going to be bluntly honest with you, Mina, because I did play Gen 2. I played Pokemon Silver, like on my 3DS, but I did play Pokemon Silver. You're kind of wrong. Why, in all of Mercy, is half of Johto's Pokemon locked in Kanto? Why is it that 2 of Johto Pokemon, technically 3, because an evolutionary line and Skarmory, the Saltman line and Skarmory, why are they considered mostly Gen 3 Pokemons instead of Gen 2? Even though they're Gen 2, because they're more visible in Gen 3 games. Level scaling in Gen 2 sucks. It is all over the place. And the remake did not help this. I will say this, the remake
Very
did
much.
a lot of things good for Gen 2.
Yes.
But the level
However-
scaling did not help.
The level scaling in Gen 1 is so much fucking worse, and it's so much more fucking tedious
Really?
to do anything in Gen 1.
I mean, maybe? I guess just...
Maybe!
Okay,
Bitch.
Mina, I played through Pokemon Jello. Like,
I
the
have
entirety
to.
of... I played through the entirety of Pokemon Jello on my 3DS, and I really didn't have that many issues. Because
That's
I used...
because that's Pokemon Yellow,
Mina,
which came much after Pokemon Red and Blue, which came after Red and Green.
yes,
Blue
I know.
is so much more fucking tedious.
Okay.
Not to mention the glitches and all the reprograms that they've already had to do in Yellow.
Oh yeah, the funny glitches. Oh, the Gen 1 is held together by duct tape. Gen 1 is hella held together by duct tape, and it's so funny. Why is... Okay.
Gen 4 is okay.
Gen 4 is
5
my favorite great gen.
Dude, I
Gen
have...
4 is where I started, first off, so...
Gen 4 is when I started as well.
Yeah,
That's because you're a fetus.
Platinum.
What?
Because he's a fetus. Let's see.
Gen 3 is great. I love Gen 3.
Trumpet
I liked the
Sober.
3 when I did the remake. I can't remember too much of when I originally played Sapphire. That's because I never got to finish the game because my brother traded it away for some candy.
What? For some candy?
He was like 4.
Bruh. Bruh. I enjoy Gen 5's onward a lot more than Gens 1 to 4.
for you.
Fair enough. The fact for me, Gen 3 is one of the best generations. It is probably top 3 for me. My top 3, Gen 4, Gen 9, Gen 3. That is my order for my... Wait, Gen 4 is Short Trick Pip-Up. Never mind. I take it back. Gen 4, awesome. Thank you. Yes, Gen 4 is amazing.
Gen 4 is okay.
Also, Gen 4 gave
I
us
also
Lucario.
think it's like the best, gen, you know?
Hmm.
I think that one is subjective.
Yeah, of course. The
And
best gen is
subjectively,
subjective to
Gen
each
It
2 is
person.
definitely is subjective, but I do agree with the notion of Gen 4 being among the better games.
Yeah. The
Gen 4
DS
is
era
okay.
has the better... Oh, sorry, Mina.
I think the one thing that I have, like, an issue with Gen 4 is that I won't allow myself to say it's, like, the best. It's because there's this one motherfucker. Who was so... we were talking about our favorite Pokemon games once, and they were adamant that Pokemon 4 is... Or Gen 4 was is the pinnacle of Pokemon because it has the god Pokemon in it. And I'm like, that's a stupid fucking reason.
That's a stupid fucking
That
reason.
is not a reason.
That is not
I'm
a
sorry,
reason.
Yes, it
What?
is.
Just isn't a reason.
I mean, yeah, it's funny
That's
that
not
God
a
exists
reason.
and it's a llama, but that's not a reason.
By that extent,
It's
I would,
not a
I would
reason for
even
Gen
believe
4
that
to
they
be
would
the
like
pinnacle
Gen
of
1 more
Pokemon.
because Mew, from what I see, like this is a perspective from my thing, but I think that Mew is an ancestor considering one, they
No.
can learn every move. You know,
No,
Arceus
Mew
is God.
Jesus. If anything else, Mew is a nymph created by Arceus to help be like he's like the Adam and Eve.
Yeah. Mew is funny little cat. What? Meow. That
I
makes
don't
no
know.
sense.
It was so dumb. And no matter how much you said, "Oh well, I prefer this generation," they were adamant that you were wrong.
I hate that kind of people. Oh my god. Okay.
hate.
Hot
No,
take.
don't even talk to me about that. Like with
This
that kind of
person-
person, I really rarely say it, but with those kind of people, I just don't want to talk to them. I
Dude,
just don't
they
want to
were
talk
an
to them.
admin,
No.
so there's nothing I could have done. I was only a mod at the time.
Black and White is one of my
Black and
favorites
White
since
was
like
fun.
Zora line. Also love the latest 3 gen.
I appreciate what X and Y also did with Pokemon Me. I love that. That's my favorite part of the game.
I agree. That's something I do like. Also, Mega Absol design. I hate Megas as a concept.
I just like the idea of megas because people are like, yeah, in Gen 7 they tell you that you're physically hurting the Pokemon even though you need to evolve it with friendship. I'm like, no, that was a thing in Gen 6 too.
Yeah, they tell you that in Gen 6 as well.
They tell you in Gen 6.
Definitely Gen 6 too.
What was I gonna say?
Oh,
But no, I hated this person, like genuinely. But they were one of those people that like, no matter how much you dislike them, they end up liking you, and they just want your approval, so they try to be difficult as fucking possible. I hate it. I hate that shit. We're not in 4th grade anymore.
Understandable.
And,
So,
no, so I made the joke once. I'm gonna tangent a little bit because I need to rant about this. I made
okay.
a joke about the Babadook. Do you guys know what the Babadook is?
No. I have not heard of the Babadook.
The Babadook is a horror film on Netflix. It's about a woman who has lost her husband, and she resents her son about it. Just to give a base, a mother who confronts a mysterious humanist monster
Wait, didn't you talk to me about this
in her
before?
home
I
after
think
being
you've told me
apocalyptic
about
to
this
her
before.
son. Sometime I did. Same person.
Oh my god. The guy what the fucking the surf. Sorry.
So here's the Babadook. It is a movie. It was on Netflix. And for whatever reason, Netflix accidentally put the Babadook film under the LGBTQIA section.
Right. Yeah, you told me about this.
And we're like, yes. Yes. So collectively, the internet was like, yes, of course. Babadook. Gay. The B in LGBT is for Babadook. As an official B in the LGBT. Yes, it stands for Babadook. Absolutely.
Correct, 100%.
100%. I identify as a Babadook. And this person fucking hated that meme. They're like, the Babadook isn't gay. It's a big scary monster. And I'm like, well, yeah, no, yeah, very clearly it's a horror movie film, but it's just in reference to Netflix fucking up. And so we took that as a meme. That's all it is. It's not
It's a
that deep.
joke.
Nobody's trying to rebrand this horror film. It's just we're making fun of Netflix fucking up. But they would not let it go.
They're
And
not
so-
Elsa. They did not let it go. Let it go.
And so I showed a picture of a drag queen who had dressed as the Babadook. They still would not let it go.
Oh no.
I'm like, dude, it's just a meme. Everybody is aware it's a horror movie. We're just having some fun with it. Because Netflix fucked up. I had to keep repeating that. But no matter how much you repeat it, it does not see things in other people's perspectives, even if it's just literally a joke.
You know,
And,
when you told me right now the Arceus thing, yeah, I can see why.
Hated this person so fucking much. And what else was there? So they're like, fine, whatever. Very clearly upset. And so we left it at that. A week goes by. And they put up a tweet from 2 years ago. This happened in 2018, so this is like a 2016 or some whatever the fuck tweet. And it said, no, it wasn't 2 years ago. It was a couple months old tweet. Like they had to go fucking searching for this shit. And
Oh,
it
they
said,
caved.
people who believe the Babadook is gay are stupid.
Did they genuinely cave for that?
And like the whole server saw it. And I'm like, dude, we talked about this a week ago. Why are you bringing this up now?
Yeah,
And
if you facepalm there, Jimmy, yeah.
Yes, I did do a face bomb.
And also,
I really wanted
nobody
the same
said
thing.
Babadook is gay. I told you, we are all collectively dunking on Netflix for making it gay by accident.
Some people don't know when to stop.
They don't. This person is the most toxic person I've seen in a hot minute.
Damn.
And, so when they had that whole Pokemon meltdown, back to that, I started deleting their messages, right? Because at this point, you are trying to insult people
Yep.
again. You're an admin. You should be behaving better, right? Because
Okay.
you have a need for control doesn't mean we actually need to comply. They got so fucking pissed, dude. Like, viscerally angry. They started yelling at me, you do not delete admin messages. I'm like, listen, you're breaking your own fucking rule. The rule says do not instigate fights. And that's all of you've been doing. So yeah. Swift Sky, if you can hear me, fuck you very much.
Oh wow, I was not expecting name drop.
All right.
Your old username because they have allegations that they've been dodging the police.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. I was not expecting that. That escalated quickly.
Well, that's because,
Yeah.
like I said, they had a
But
need for
yeah,
control.
also people like that, just I get it, you like Valve and whatnot, but if you start to break your own rules, no, you don't deserve to be an admin at all. You just don't.
They had the nerve to ask me, why do you hate me?
I wonder
And
why.
I'm like, I had to be polite, right? So I'm like, I don't hate you, you're just fucking frustrating because we tell you one thing and you take it as another. They had mentioned to me once, I am always the one saying hi to you. You're never saying hi to me. And I'm like, dude, I'm busy. I have chores to do.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
I have homework. Like I was still in I was in college at this point. I was in community college, and I talked about it somewhat regularly on the server. So it's like if I'm not talking to you, probably because I don't have the time to spare.
Also, because I'm not interested in talking to you, you piece of shit. Sorry.
Exactly.
So really quickly, I do have a hot take to give. Black and white better than black to white 2.
I've never played White 2 or Black 2. I have it, I just haven't gotten around to playing it.
I have played them. I'm not sure where it stems from, Jimmy. I do have to ask.
I just think black and white are just better games. I enjoy them far more. And also, fuck you.
I'm just asking where it comes from.
One of the reasons is the rivals. And Sharon and Bianca are all so much better on their own than Hugh. Yeah, Colress is a cool guy, but doesn't deter.
I like the writing work. That's it.
It's like the story of Black and White is also so much better done than Black to White 2. It feels like Black to White 2 feels like the story of Gold and Silver again. Evil team trying to rise up again and cause trouble on purpose, gets beat down by a child, and then retire again. I don't know, it also
It's the
loses...
same, exactly. Like, it has the basic elements, but in Gold and Silver, like, I understand that Team Rocket would probably have another base somewhere, because it's a different region.
Yep.
Yeah.
It does not make as much sense to me in Black and White 2. Granted, like I said, I've not played the game.
The thing with Gold and Silver, their goal is literally they want Giovanni back. They're doing all this shit so they can have Giovanni back on there.
Makes sense.
Because they're simps.
Yeah.
You know, like Team Yell.
Yeah. Also, here's just another small hot take that I just think. Outside of the Battle Frontier, because come on, it should return. That's just true, right?
I don't really
I never
miss...
went through the Battle Frontier.
I don't really miss battle facilities.
Ah, I see. Well, I generally thought they were fun, but getting back to the main point, because that was not the point that I was willing to
That was not the point you were gonna make.
make. I generally think like the other things that you can do in every generation, like the Pokeathon in the Gen 2 remakes, or that kind of stuff.
Like,
I think they're just
yeah,
fun.
I think those are fun. I think they flavor the world just enough, more so than just battling. I think they help a lot with the world building.
Yeah, and there's fun fact. Some of the mini games that you do in Scarlet and Violet, you can redo them again. You can do the olive rolling mini game like different times, and you can also do the ski mini game for Glaciado Mountain multiple times, and you can also do the funny friendship dance. Oh my god, that card just spun. Sorry. But yeah, generally it's just like they do keep the flavor for Scarlet and Violet. Also, I hate when people get mad solely on graphics for video games.
Oh yes, thank you.
And this is lately happening a lot with Pokemon games, which
On the fence
even
with that.
then I get the point. I get it. The games don't look that great. They could look much better. But Jesus, I personally think they're fun games.
Yep. And to add on that, if I may, if you're going to complain about the graphics, remind yourself where they were released on as well.
No, that's not an
That's one
excuse
of the
though.
things that
Okay,
I think
Bo.
as well.
that's not an
That's a
excuse
stupid
though.
point.
Like first like if a
The thing with
game is
that
bad,
bolt,
I first think of when was it released? Like what was it
Well, we're
released on?
talking about
because,
modern Switch games.
uh,
Switch is not that powerful, but it should not look like that. you know?
yeah,
Yeah,
it shouldn't
yeah.
look like a PS3 game.
Yeah.
Like,
I
you
think
have
of more in
games
general
like
by
Tears
that.
of the Kingdom on that same console, and that game looks really good. You have
It is gorgeous in
you
here.
have a
But
way older
that does
game.
not mean it does not have its graphical issues.
True.
Graphical issues are going to be in every single game
No
at
matter
some
what.
point or another.
I had multiple friends IRL who would complain about
However-
him just because of the
however-
graphics. I don't get it. If the gameplay is fun, it's fun. I agree.
Yeah,
Yes.
if the gameplay is fun, it's fun. But also, like, if you're going to have low graphics, the rest of the game has to be a little bit more polished, you know?
Yeah.
Because while it takes a long time to, like, rig and model shit, if the tree is just two planes stuck together in a T shape, you better have spent more time making sure that the other
64 trees,
glitches
Loma.
are patched out, and they just simply did not do that.
It's such a shame. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet could have been such a great game. I mean, I think it's a great game, but
It's a great game, but some of the rock formations, like, I wouldn't say this before, but after taking, like, my 3D sculpting class, it like, this is what we're paying for?
yeah, I know. It feels odd for me to also think like this. This is what I get. Like
You
it's
can
fun,
tell a
but
lot about a game other than from gameplay. I should not. A big thing for the graphics too is the hitboxes.
yeah.
There should not be Pokemon spawning inside of a mountain unless you did like a overworld spawn, set range, and just did not bother with the making walls efficient. You know,
That's funny you say that.
that is
That's
another
happened to me.
graphical error that should not be happening in a game like this.
Funny you say that. It has happened to me before. I remember.
Yeah,
on a,
it shouldn't be. That's
Yeah.
the thing. It should not be happening like this. Even in Tears of the Kingdom, where it is overworld and the enemies, sorry, are spawning kind of randomly, like they do with Pokemon. They fall down mountains. I had a horse bounce all the way down. They should not be spawning inside of a
Oh,
mountain.
that's bad.
That's the type of graphical error that I can't forgive, you know?
Yep.
Like, that should be one of the first things you worked on and patched out as soon as
Yeah.
you thought, I'm making
Yes.
an overworld Pokemon game. That is one of those important shit. That is, like, one of those important things that you need to think of. They should not be through the floor, beneath you, or inside of a hill where I need to, like, find that sweet spot in order to encounter it.
Also, sometimes I don't know if this happened to you, Mina, but it has happened to me a lot. Pokemon's encountering you half a mile away. Like,
What?
b-
You're cutting out a little bit.
Pokemon's encountering you half a mile away.
I have not experienced that.
I've experienced that a lot. Like, not even touching them, going ever so closely to a Pokemon. Boom, battle. Bruh, I'm not even close to you, my boy. We're
You're
good.
just like, that sounds like an error, but it also, like, sounds good for world building. So it's like, I don't know, maybe they're just that aggressive.
Maybe.
But,
Speaking
like,
of aggressive,
from a gameplay standpoint, this sounds like some bullshit.
yeah, it is. It kind of is. Speaking of bullshit, fuck Tauros. I fucking hate that Pokemon in the overworld. My God.
Dude, my partner hates Litleo because they will chase him and they go, "Meow," and he hates the sound so fucking much.
For me, the problem is it isn't the sound. It's like suddenly egg hatching. Suddenly I see like 5 Tauros on my ass. It's like, bruh, chill.
Then go somewhere where there's no Tauros, forehead.
Very funny. I'm traveling the entire world going from raid to raid. Funny,
Boy, that was catching eggs.
but I'm trying to be efficient.
How's that affect?
Going from raid to raid hatching eggs because I go from raid to raid hatching eggs. Mina, I tend to hatch like 18 bucks.
Tauros raids, or with the Tauros attacks.
Eastern area. Also, I tend to go a lot to Puerto Marinada because auction house. And that shit full of Tauros. So going in or out to Puerto Marinada, I usually end up encountering 1 or 2 Tauros. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, it is what it is. Have you guys, Lunar or Mina, clipped before into something accidentally?
I've
Like-
seen it happen
Oh,
multiple times.
Heathen.
Hmm?
No, because I'm not a heathen.
Okay, it has happened to me. I have accidentally clipped out of bands before.
Boy.
I was in Area 0, and I was in the cave area. I think I fell, and then I grabbed onto a wall and started climbing. And in one of the movements, I think it was a crystal that was stuck onto the wall. And I just grabbed onto it, and for some reason, my game just clipped me in the wall. I was like, well, shit, now what do I do? I fall down to the bottom. I was like, yeah, I can fly away, but I want to unclip myself out of this mess that I found myself into. And luckily for me, there was a Glimora nearby. Just stuck on the wall, as Glimoras do in Area 0. And very carefully, by leaning it around, I got out of the clip with that Glimora. That was a cool thing that happened to me.
Yeah.
Like, for me, these kinds of things, yes, they're annoying, but they're also funny stories from sometimes happen. I've seen it happening a lot, but it hasn't happened to me, lucky. I guess I've done it, I think, once or twice with Kane on purpose. Just to see. Because I'm mean like that.
Curiosity.
Yeah, curiosity.
Because curiosity.
Sometimes buggy games are
But
fun.
at the same time, it sounds like there's definitely going to be places where you clip through because you can't make all your hitboxes hit each other, right?
Yeah.
It's just not how, because otherwise the topography goes all out of whack. If there's so many glitches that at some point it starts, it's for the detriment of the player
You gotta look it up, bro.
instead of like this cool little thing they can make a whole channel and find it.
Yeah.
You're fucked up.
I agree. I've done it in the Legend of Zelda games, bruh.
You can do that in the Legend of Zelda games.
I'm pretty sure you can also do it in the Mario games, in Mario Odyssey. Speaking of Mario, have you guys played Mario Wonder?
No.
I haven't.
It looks very fun. The talking flowers are very funny.
Yeah, it does look fun.
For me. Okay. One final question about Pokemon. What has been the singular biggest letdown of a game from Pokemon? Can be main game, can be side game. I have two. But I'm willing to hear you guys first. I haven't been so fun. Like a game you were excited to play, or like people got you excited to play, but it was a complete and utter disappointment.
Games that excited me to play but became a disappointment.
Yes.
Do I have any of those?
Bold,
I don't
you know
think I
one of
have any.
mine.
Because I go in without.
I know one of yours, I think.
You definitely know one of mine because you're part of the problem in that one.
Oh.
Yep, I know it. I know one of those then, yep.
So I'll start with the mainstream one. Pokemon BDSP. I am so sad that it came out the way it did. I am a Gen 4 baby. I love Gen 4. I played the shit out of Pokemon Platinum. It is, unironically, the Pokemon game I've poured the most hours into, with around 1600 hours. So, seeing the Pokemon, the remakes, but again, made me really happy. Even though, oh, Jimmy, I don't care. It's Sinnoh again. I'm back home, baby. I played it.
It's Sinnoh and Chibi Air, and Chibi is good.
Exactly, I like Chibi aesthetic. But then when I finished playing the game, it's like, eh,
Yeah, but like, fuck.
like, eh, like my team was completely different what I used to, so that's neat, I guess. But it was, there was no charm to it.
There's really only 2 fire types in that game, I believe.
No, there's more. In BDSP, there's more because you can find them in volcano areas. But if you don't go to the underground, yes, there's literally 2 fire types in original Diamond and Pearl. Rapidash and Infernape. And the other one, which both knows because he's part of the problem, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon.
Yep.
I was told it was going to be as good, and people have claimed it's better than PMD2. I played it, and it left me with such a sour taste. I hate this game. I hate that game. I hate it with all my passion. I could rant all day about that game. There's so many things wrong with it. It was a complete swing and a miss.
Oh well. We already agreed multiple times that we disagree.
Yes, I know you disagree.
Yeah. But I'm still thinking.
Yeah, I can see that.
If any, Super Mystery Dungeon is a good way to get new players into it, like revitalize the Mystery Dungeon thing. But if you're a returning player, it's just not.
It's not it, Chief. It's not it. Like, as an entry-level game, I can see it, to play the main story and then go into other games. Because the post-game with Super Mr. Dungeon just kind of sucks.
And this going to be to someone who actually enjoyed the game, as someone who has played all of them except for Gates up to that point. Alright then. No, really.
The only Mystery Dungeon game I have not played is the remake.
I am currently playing through the remake myself. Unfortunately, pushing is still a mechanic, as dumb as it is.
Hot take, pushing should be removed.
That's not a hot take, I fucking agree. Why is pushing a thing? And if it has to be in the game, have it be that you hold down B to push instead of having to hold B to switch.
Make it the toggle, not the thing you have to toggle off.
Yes.
That makes 0 sense.
Why is pushing a thing? Why? With enemies, I can understand it a little bit, but only a little.
How? You don't. Pushing enemies is stupid. Why would you want to push the enemies?
Let's say that you're in a corridor and you have only a room move left. You push them into the room to enter the room, and then you let loose of your room to kill every single enemy in that room. If enemies, if there's a large train of enemies, you have to go beat them one by one. But if you can push them into the room, oh, now you're in the room, just use discharge or something like that. Boom, everything's dead.
Okay, makes sense. I'm very new to PMD and have only played the Star Wars to the Drowsiness rulebook. What is pushing? Pushing is a mechanic added in Super Mystery Dungeon, which is you literally push people when walking into them. And you have to press B in order to not push them, in order to move through them. And it is super dumb.
It's annoying. It's easy to forget that you have to hold B to switch with teammates. And to make it worse, it also costs 1 point at the belly, which already is a scarce resource because 700 moves before you have to eat something is kind of annoying. I only say kind of because I don't mind it that much myself.
Mood. If people don't mind it, if people don't mind a mechanic and think it's not essential, it should just be removed. I say this because belly should also be removed. Hot take.
We also disagree with that one.
At least, okay, I get it in the first game. Because you have a very limited space, and, you want to make players have things organized. But in the other games onwards, you find apples in like 90% of dungeons. You don't need to worry about it. And if you have to worry about it, tough luck, kid.
Yeah.
Like, that's another reason I really like Gates to Infinity. Because Gates to Infinity doesn't have belly, except in very specific dungeons.
Like the Ultimate Dungeon, which is a DLC dungeon for some reason.
Oh yeah, a dungeon that we can't play anymore.
Yep. Good thing that I bought it when I had the game myself.
I didn't buy the DLCs. I didn't buy any DLC for 3DS games. Except
I did buy the
Smash.
DLCs. I did buy the DLCs. I can tell you this, it kind of baffles me that they tried multiplayer in Gates. Yes, they actually did try that.
Yeah, with
and
the raid bosses. I think it's a neat idea. I think it's a neat concept, but at some point you can just solo some of the bosses. I've soloed Lugia, I've soloed Reshiram with Mouse and Ivy. Hello,
Yeah.
Hello, Weasington. How's it going?
I'm gonna have to be away for a teeny tiny bit.
We're probably going to end the stream soon. Because it's been nearly 2 hours and a half, and we're speaking about Pokemon rants and being angry about Pokemon for like nearly an hour.
Yeah.
we like the franchise, Chad. Don't worry, we are Pokemon fans, but you know.
We are Pokemon fans. I mean, look at most of our avatars.
It's like
Slash PNGs, I guess.
yeah.
I don't know. Can we call them avatars?
They're being PNG tubers. So we are going to end the stream for today. Mina is probably also tired and also still somewhat awake.
I would say most likely.
So, and she probably is also hungry.
Yeah,
Because she hasn't had breakfast.
It
Okay.
has been about 3 hours and I've not eaten anything.
Oh no.
Yep,
Okay,
good.
we're going to stop.
We
the
are
stream
definitely ending
don't
it
worry.
here.
Yeah, we are going to end the stream here. As per usual, tomorrow is going to be Need for Speed Carbon, and the week is going to go on similarly as usual. Now, we're going to raid. I'm going to see if they're even online. If not, I guess I'll raid a demo.
I mean, Octo is live, Demo is live.
Okay, I'll raid Octo then. Have a good day, y'all. Have a good day, Lauren Haven.
Bye bye.
So we're gonna raid Octo.
The fans, I'm just gonna say bye.
My hand wormed. So I'm going to join them and see how they're doing. They're playing Palance with. I generally have no idea what the fuck it goes about. Yeah, thank you too, as per usual. Thanks, Need, for his limited time here though. Even though it was limited, it was good.
Yeah.
And next week will be as per usual. Hopefully my internet doesn't fuck with me as per last few days. Bye bye.
Bye.
Get your bitch ass over here. Yo, thank you, Jimmy, for the raid.